No.
Okay. So Holden, what are you working on at the moment? What's your current stage or status?
Currently working on the game itself now, so I've got not just assets, but don't worry anybody.
What? You've got assets. Are you starting to build the level?
Yeah, it's.
And have you got that cutscene implemented that you've been working on?
Yeah, I did it all yesterday. It took. Well, what I originally did is
Oh, no, I'll leave that from there.
what did I have yesterday? It was.
So you had the After Effects file.
Yeah. I drew both different images out, photoshopped then went on After Effects to put them together and make the animation. Then went on Premiere Pro to edit it.
Yeah.
Then realised I needed it as a GIF image, so I could process a GIF and put it onto here.
Yeah.
And realised there's way too many images, so I use select ones.
Okay.
Come in, and then the whole thing corrupted and got rid of everything.
Got rid of what?
So I'm going to work on it last thing instead. Cause
okay. What, the GIF side of thing?
Yeah, the whole GIF.
You've still got the actual animation?
I've got the video of it. Yeah, but
the actual After Effects.
Yeah, the actual animation, yes, but
yeah. But not something that works in game.
I did make it work, and I saw it, and I quite liked how it looked because it wasn't super smooth. But it's still like kind of 8-bit game, so it still suits what's been played for. But
okay.
Yeah, it just corrupted and.
Okay, so now you're into the actually building the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore it until.
Okay. What stage are you at then? With you've just got placeholder sprites, have you?
Or no, I'm basically putting everything together. The main two other things I need is basically like pieces of ship or like a ship look and trees, and then that's it. I can smoothly all.
Okay, so you're building. How many levels are you building in this, or separate rooms, or is it just one big?
A couple of levels where it's in the jungle before going to a ship, and then you get chased by the creature, and either when you get touched by him, suddenly it will come up the image of the creature thing like out of nowhere and play a loud noise to scare you, or
okay.
You've kind of put to get into safety, and now it's the end of the demo of the game, which is an example of
things like that. Then, like we discussed there, like the video, the issues you've had are all good in terms of evidence for problem solving. You haven't even got a problem solving page on your website though?
I don't believe so, no.
No, so that's like, again, instantly, if I see a missing element like that, then there's no evidence of problem solving. Then, as you know, if that was graded today, what would you say it would be?
Not good enough.
No, well, it'd be a referral because there's missing content. So it's just that idea. So you've got evaluation and feedback, planning and production, research. You need one for technical skills and problem solving. So those 2 pages are missing effectively, and that means then that you don't have the required content. So look at that, the structure that was given to you at the start about the way that you set out your site. Add in those sections and then make sure like things like that, because otherwise if you do that in a few days' time, talk about the problems you encounter with the video, the level of detail that you'll remember and retain on the images and things not working won't be there. So that will come back, and then something that whilst it's frustrating and it's an issue that has sort of set you back effectively and undoubtedly like annoyed, is irritating, that's something in the longer term that's a problem that hopefully you'll overcome. But without evidence of that there, or even if you don't overcome it, it's a problem that you've encountered, that you need to have evidence there. So make sure that you're recording everything onto your site. Context-wise, we have our project proposal there. No, so that needs to be there. Okay, is that on any of the pages or not? You've got the table pitch again. There's no reflection on that. It's just like scant.
Yeah, I'm paying more attention doing the actual.
The final thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's there as well. So but again, you need to put reflection on that. And again, the same. You had the formative feedback from the audio recording before. Have you got that file?
Yeah, I have that.
And that needs to be there. So there's a lot to do on both the practical and documentation side of things. So in terms of an assessment point of view, at this as it stands, it is alarming. That with your time management, that's clearly been something that hasn't happened. It's not like irredeemable, but you need to really up your work rate to ensure that everything content-wise is at least there's evidence there. Whether the quality of the evidence is there that we need or not is different, but you need to have that first and foremost. You need that evidence. You need problem solving. You need feedback. You've done primary research as well. Have you got the results from that?
Primary research.
Yeah, your questioning and questionnaires, and to establish the market and things like talk about.
I believe I was ill during that.
Okay, so again, there's something that if you're away, it's your thing to catch up.
But I do have primary research on the one thing about the drop pods.
Okay, yeah. So that should be on your research bit. So it's just like it's this cycle of like. There's things that I know about that I can sort of draw out of you when we discuss that, but you won't have that luxury. And from me, from an assessment point of view, I have to discard what to a certain extent. I have to go off what's there. And the same with an external assessor that will come in. They'll say, well, what has Holden Wood produced for the duration of this 9-week project? And we will be like, well, this, but there's 2 pages missing. There's that. There's a whatever that this state of this gets to. So it's really, really important that you acknowledge that and just go flat out basically between now and the end. If it's a referral at this stage, then it's only then we have to look at how you can get it to a pass, but we don't want to be in that position. You want to get it passed first time at least. Yeah. Okay. Do you feel like you are not sure about anything that you need to do?
I know what I need to do, and I'm on the way. And from the last talk as well, I talked about I want to talk to her about a problem where I wanted the character, the monster following the character, but now this time through, now looking what I can do with this, that I've actually made it already. That you can, the character's got an AI. Yeah.
Okay. So you've effectively changed your idea. You are going 3D and now you've gone 2D for that reason, that you can implement that, which is is really good. It's insight in terms of you've basically solved a problem, or you've played to your strengths in terms of that. So if we have a project proposal that reflects your initial intention of a 3D game, the fact that you revised it partway through the project to change to 2D because that's your area of strength and you feel like you can implement what you want to, that's all good, yeah? But again, there needs to be that justification through the dialogue that's on there, that you need to have that narrative in your development cycle. Someone can come along and go, well, Holden's done that, he's changed his idea because actually he's recognised that he wants AI, he wants this level of complexity which you can't achieve through 3D, so he's gone for a 2D outcome. He's implemented it, it works, and that kind of stuff is really good. That's all things that I want to be able to go, he's done that, he's actually shown that. But without it there, I can't, and that's really frustrating. So we've got to have that process of you engaging with the documentation more readily. Okay.
Okay.
And I said this at the previous formative. So the fact that you've got to do it. It's just you know all the consequences of it not happening. The concept is fine. I think that you've got some really nice ideas. We discussed at your table pitch. We discussed the options of taking it forward, and yes, you've changed your idea, but it's not to the point where the narrative is still roughly the same, isn't it? But you need to have that. Like, we need that evidence on there because it's like that's where it's going to come undone. Okay. All right. Okay.